2024 will finally see the end of some really popular LEGO Star Wars sets, and as an investor, that spells profits. So I thought I would make this video and talk about 10 LEGO Star Wars sets that are due to retire next year and that are going to be really good investments. But just a word of warning, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice, so please don't take it as such. This is just simply my opinion on LEGO sets that I do think will see a really nice increase in value over the next few years. But hey, nothing's certain, so we'll just have to wait and see. So starting us off in at 10th place we have set 75352, which is the Emperor's Throne Room Diorama, which retails for $100 in the US and £90 in the UK. Now we really don't have any market research on the LEGO Star Wars Diorama sets because they've only just started retiring at the end of this year, so as of now we're not too sure exactly how well they will do. But from my personal hunch, I think they will do quite well, to be honest. They're all very good looking LEGO sets, and the Emperor's Throne Room Diorama is definitely the best looking of the bunch. So when that LEGO set does finally come to an end and it does finally retire, I would say that that probably will be quite a good LEGO investment, although in my personal opinion, the LEGO set itself is very overpriced. Whatever you do, please do not buy this LEGO set at retail price because it's just simply not worth it, and it will take you a lot longer to see a return on your investment. You want to be looking for about 40% off. That's where the kind of golden number is, in my opinion, on this Lego set, because it's just not worth the retail price, to be honest. I think about maybe £60 or $60. That should kind of be your buying price for this Lego set. But otherwise, it is a very good set and I do think it will do well once it retires. In at 9th place we have set 75341, the UCS Luke's Land Speeder, which retails for $240 in the US and £210 in the UK. Now UCS LEGO sets tend to sell very well on the second-hand market once they have retired because UCS LEGO sets, they're quite desirable, they look really good on display, they appeal to an adult audience which tends to have a lot more money, a lot more cash flow, and I think this is actually quite a good LEGO set. And the great thing about the UCS Luke's Land Speeder is that this LEGO set has actually seen some quite good discounts over the last year or so. I've seen it for about 40% off. Some fantastic deals out there to be had with this LEGO set, and if you're buying in at that kind of price, then you've got one heck of a good LEGO investment on your hands. Moving on to 8th place we have set 75350, Commander Codys helmet, and this is priced at $70 in the US and £60 in the UK. Now we do have a fair bit of market research when it comes to the LEGO Star Wars helmet line. They have seen some really good increases in value over the last few years, with some even doubling their retail value within a year, which is absolutely insane as a LEGO investment. So I thought I'd put Commander Cody's helmet on this list because not only does it look like it will retire next year, but I also think Commander Cody is a really popular character and fans of the Clone Wars will also be really eager to probably get hold of this LEGO set, so for that reason I've put this LEGO set on the list. Moving on to 7th place we have set 75347, the TIE Bomber, which retails for $65 in the US and £60 in the UK. Now the biggest thing about this LEGO set, which I think will really help it as a LEGO investment, is the fact that it has a lot of collectability value to it. It's about the same size and scale compared to the TIE Fighter and TIE Interceptor that we've had over the last few years, and thus if you want to kind of build up your TIE Fighter army, this is definitely a set you'll want to grab as it looks fantastic on display, especially next to both the TIE Fighter and the TIE Interceptor. Moving on to 6th place we have set 75337, the Atte Walker, priced at $140 in the US and £120 in the UK. Now first off, I'd better say this isn't actually on the list to retire next year, but I do think there is a good chance that it will. I think about 2 year or just over 2 years of it being on shelves is probably about enough, but then again LEGO may decide to keep it on shelves for another year or so, so we'll just have to wait and see. So I would just keep an eye on Brick Fanatics website next year because they are very up to date with what LEGO sets are going to be in and out of stock and coming off shelves. But if this one does see itself retire next year, this is definitely one you'll want to get hold of. It's a fantastic LEGO set and has a great lineup of minifigures, with the best of the bunch being that fantastic Phase 2 Commander Cody. It really is a great minifigure and you'll definitely want to grab hold of it because he's certainly going to be a LEGO minifigure that will see a really good increase in value over the next few years. So it probably is worth buying this LEGO set on that basis alone because that minifigure will really help to increase the value of this LEGO set over the next few years. Moving on to 5th place, we have set 75345, the 501st Battle Pack, which is priced at $20 in the US and £18 in the UK. Now I do think this Lego set is going to be nailed on to retire at the end of next year because it will have been out for a good 2 years, and we have other Lego Star Wars clone battle packs out, much newer, much better in my opinion, so I think it will be about the right time for this Lego set to retire. But nonetheless, this is a really good clone battle pack. Now the 501st Battle Pack has sold very well. It's been a really popular Lego set, people really like it, and it's a great Lego set that can be used to kind of army build. It's a very good Lego set, and I do highly recommend, if you haven't already bought it, go out and get it because it's definitely worth buying. But yeah, I think this Lego set will be a very good Lego investment. Clone Lego sets tend to sell very well, and this Lego set has seen some nice discounts over the last few months. If you can, definitely grab hold of it, as it will likely be a very good investment. Moving on to 4th place, we have set 40547, and that is Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. And this is a brickhead set that retails for $20 in the US and £18 in the UK. Now this is a real sleeper set. I've not heard any other Lego investors really talk about this Lego set, but I think it's going to be a really good Lego investment in the future, mainly because Darth Vader is included as a Brickhead's character in this set. I think it's going to be a really good investment because of that. He's arguably the main character out of all of Star Wars, and as such I feel like Lego collectors will definitely want to grab hold of this set because he is included in the set. So for that reason, definitely keep your eye out for this one. If you can get it on a discount, even better. But I do think this will be a really good Lego investment going forward because I've just not heard anyone talk about it, and I don't feel like it's going to be a really highly hoarded Lego set. Moving on to 3rd place, we have set 75304, Darth Vader's helmet, which retails for $80 in the US and £70 in the UK. Now unfortunately this Lego set is really overpriced, and if you do buy it at retail you'll probably have to wait a lot longer to see a good return on your investment, and thus I'd be looking to pick up this Lego set probably for around the £40 mark, and I have seen it for that, so it's not impossible. And another bad side to this helmet set is that it will have been out quite a while. It will have been out for nearly 3 years, maybe just over that. So it will have been out a fair time. Quite a lot of Lego investors will have had time to buy this Lego set, but I do feel like it's going to go down as a classic. Who doesn't want a Darth Vader helmet for their collection? It's just an all-time iconic character. The helmet is just so recognisable, and for that reason, Lego Star Wars collectors will definitely want to grab this one. So if you're a Lego investor, this is definitely one to keep an eye on, especially if you can get it for a good deal. Moving on to 2nd place, we have another Lego Star Wars helmet set, and that is the Rex helmet, which retails for $70 in the US and £60 in the UK. Now this one is down on Brick Fanatic's list to retire at the end of 2024, so you can almost guarantee that it will retire, and as such it will have only been on shelves for about a year and a bit, so not very long at all. And do I even have to mention how popular Captain Rex is among the Star Wars fan base? Probably not, you probably already realise. So this is definitely one you want to keep your eye out for. And again, you can get some really good deals online for this Captain Rex helmet. So definitely one to watch next year. Moving on to 1st place, we have set 75290, and this is one behemoth, one fantastic Lego set, and that is the Mos Eisley Cantina. And this Lego set retails for $400 in the US and £345 in the UK. Now don't get me wrong, I usually don't put Lego sets that are this expensive on Lego investing lists because they would just take so long to finally see a really good increase in value, but this one is different. The Mos Eisley Cantina will go down as one of the best ever Lego Star Wars sets, there's no doubt about it. The build is just absolutely fantastic. The minifigures included, not only are most exclusive to this Lego set, but it features one of the biggest rosters of Lego minifigures ever in a Lego set. And I do just feel it's going to be one of those Lego sets that Lego collectors will be willing to pay an absolute premium for down the line when it increases in value, which it no doubt will. So if you can get it on a discount, good, but paying retail for this Lego set probably isn't the worst thing because you're going to have to wait a fair few years anyway to see it increase in value, but once it does, I really can see this going to about probably the $1,000 mark. So there are some really good Lego Star Wars sets that are due to retire at the end of next year. But listen guys, let me know down in the comments what Lego sets you think are going to be really good investments for next year. I'd love to know, hit me up down in the comments, As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you could do me a huge favour, hit that like and subscribe button on the way out if you have enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.